Besties, it is happening. This is the first speed build on Lotus Reef. Don't worry, I'm shocked too, but hello and welcome to my new video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lex, and today we're going to be building my entrance on Lotus Reef. This is my tropical resort themed island, so that's the vibe we're going to go for, and I'm just going to start by cleaning up a little bit, so I hope you enjoy this video. So honestly, the beginning was just me figuring out the pathing here. I knew I wanted to have a winding path leading away from the airport, broken up by this dark dirt path where there would be plants. I did not remember that palm trees had to be on sand, so I broke up my path a little bit so that I could plant that coconut tree, and now I just have this little swath of dirt pathing here. I think honestly that the pathway came out how I wanted it to. Not sure yet how I'm going to connect it to the rest of the island, so don't ask, because that's the answer. Don't know. I never do. While I have you here, allow me to tell you about today's video sponsor, Nestheads. Nestheads is a game whose Kickstarter is launching today. If you're watching this on January 3rd, run to the link in the description. Check out their Kickstarter. Consider donating to help this game come to fruition. If you can't already tell, it is beautiful. This is a hand-drawn game where the main character is you. You get to play as yourself, navigating your own brain. The game is 100% based on the real human brain, so you might even learn something as you have fun, you know, having a good time. There are so many characters to interact with, and I do mean that, because guess who gets to be a character in this game? Me! And guess what I'm selling? Jarred hot dogs and hot chocolate. Anyway, backers will also get exclusive content, so sign up for that. This is my item of exclusive content. Go and check it out, and just like Will here, walk right over to that Kickstarter, please. Nestheads, thank you for sponsoring. Thank you for making a game that will make my brain healthier and happier, and viewers, I'm begging you to go check it out. So at this point, I realized that my waterfall, this is going to be a waterfall. I realized that it was too close to the pathing that I wanted to do. I wanted to have an Azumaya gazebo on the pathway, and I couldn't fit it and have it centered if the waterfall was where it had previously been. So here I am just kind of like fixing that, and yeah, you'll see where it goes from there. if you've been here a while, you know that I go into every single one of my builds having no idea what exactly I'm gonna make. Like, yeah, I'll have the general idea. For this build, what I knew going into it was that I wanted to have this pathway that kind of did a loop around dark dirt pathing. That's what I knew going into this. Everything else was just kind of touch and go. I was like, okay, I need a waterfall here. And then once I made the like groundwater, I was like, ooh, I want to make it a double waterfall. Once I made that, I was like, oh, I need a tree on top. So I need to give it a little bit more space. And that's pretty much how the entire building process went. I was just kind of adapting as I went, seeing what looked right, what didn't, and I think that it actually turns out really well. I also have a surprise for you all at the end of the video, so please stick around because I'm really excited about this development on Lotus Reef. One of my goals during this build was to make this area where you can't really get out of the pathway. So one of my goals for the island as a whole is to have it be a one path island. So you have to follow a set path that I create. The entrance needs to reflect that. And so as I go, I'm going to be adding items that make it impossible to kind of stray from the path. You will have beach access on the left of the entrance, but you will not be able to go right from the entrance. So the end of the pathway on the right, I will be boarding up. That's just one of the things that I want to try to do to challenge myself with this build. I also wanted to note that I don't have Lotus Reef's codes on my website yet, so I will be adding a Pinterest board where I have pinned all of the codes that I used. I will replace that in the near future with my website so that you all can see everything how you have with all of my other islands. I like to keep my codes all in one place so that they're easy to find, but yeah, just a little note, Pinterest for now. One thing I had to do during the build was find a welcome sign for my island. I knew I wanted to have a shop sign, one of the plain one shop signs, and have a welcome sign on it, but I didn't save any welcome codes. So I literally just searched welcome. These, I like showed some of my favorites that I came across, this frog especially. I ended up picking this little welcome sign, though I almost said flag. So I do end up using that in this build. I think it turns out really precious, and yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. That's how I got it. I literally just did search criteria in the custom design portal, and that's how I found that welcome sign. Also, there were a lot of frog related welcome signs. So I don't know if that's like because we're collectively in the froggy army or what the deal is there, but everyone likes frog welcome signs. So interesting. Besties, she's done. The Lotus Reef entrance is complete. We're gonna go look at it right now. Let's just dive right in. I definitely time traveled, clearly, because it is sunset and several days later so that all the flowers and bushes would grow. How much more beautiful is it, by the way, with all the like shrubs blooming? Absolutely stunning. I love how it turned out. I kind of doubted it as I was going, but it's only because it was less lush since the plants weren't blooming, a lot of them. So I absolutely love this. I wanted to get a camera shot so that you could kind of see what it looks like here. I'm so proud of it. This is Lotus Reef's very first build. Now hang tight for the surprise. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I have decided to release Lotus Reef's dream address now. I know that's not very conventional with how I've handled my previous islands, but people are forever asking for my dream address while the island is in progress, and I'm so tired of having to tell people, you know, I don't have one. Like, I'd love for you all to be able to visit even as I'm building it. So this is gonna be Lotus Reef's dream address. I'm gonna go ahead and release it so that after any build, you can go and visit. If you wanna see dimensions for a speed build, if you just wanna check out the island and experience it as it comes together, whatever the case, I will be updating the dream address, hopefully after each speed build, as long as I remember, so you guys can visit as the island comes together. I think that's gonna be such a unique experience for me and for you all, so here it is. Ka-chow, here is the dream address as well as the map. You can kind of see what the entrance looks like there. The dream address is at the bottom of the screen. This is how the entrance build turned out. It is really nice so far. I like the way the cliff terraforming looks near the entrance, so I'm excited to see where it's going to go from here, how the entire island map will look when I'm done. Thank you all for watching. I hope that this lived up to your expectations for Lotus Reef's first build, and remember to check out Nestheads, please. We need to make this game a thing. Thank you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!